Hello, and welcome to the Elevated Nonsense Podcast, where we intrepid weirdos discuss all the wacky things in our universe. I'm your host, Dani, and today I am joined by Zarria
Hi.
and Iain.
Hello.
So, before we dive into the episode today, which is quite a doozy, I am excited for it. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media. We've got Instagram, Twitter, who knows for how much longer, TikTok, all of those. You can get some information on when we're recording, all that stuff, what we're doing, keep track of when episodes are released, all that jazz. We also have a Patreon that you can subscribe to. And with the Patreon, you get early access to episodes, uncut episodes, and certain exclusive content starting at $5 a month. And depending on only $5 a month, that's the starting tier. But if you go higher than that, or our $7.50 subscription, the Tree Eaters level, you get a Patreon shout out that would go here at the beginning of every episode. So if you want to hear us say your names and thank you for contributing, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon. Again, all of those are linked in the episode notes, description, what have you. As well,
I'll moan your name if you want as well. It's not on there, but I'll do it.
Yes.
For our patrons, I'll do it.
And remember to celebrate Iain like a cool plant.
Yes.
That's something for our pre-show people, which you also do on
Yes.
Patreon.
So if you understood that reference, you get clout.
I'll kiss you in the mouth if you understood that reference.
Yep. We also have a Discord server where you can chat to us about what you like, what you don't like about the podcast, if you have episode suggestions that you want us to see, stuff like that. We'd love to hear you. We'd love to have you there. And we want this podcast to be as much a community thing as it is a fun thing for us. We want you to make sure you like the content.
Yeah.
Also,
No, you're not allowed to not like it.
Yeah.
No, you have to. Like, that's my biggest fear if you ever got big, if someone just coming into, like, the chat going, yeah, I like it, I don't like Iain. Can you just kick the guy off? Just like, I don't like that person. You should get him all off there. A worse fear. Imagine just, like, someone coming going, yeah, I don't like this person of the podcast. Kick them off.
Yeah.
Like, ouch, okay.
Yeah. That would be something. But also, if you are in our Discord server, you can have access to a Minecraft Java server that we have. It is Java only due to the mods that we have in, but it's a super fun time. We all love playing on there from time to time, and who doesn't love a good Minecraft server? As well, we also have a Redbubble store. We have some relatively new designs. We've got a bottom cast design, so you can have your very own bottom cast pin to wear alongside whatever pride pin or whatever you have. And it is great. I want to wear that as my pride pin, so my sexuality is bottom cast.
Yeah, just show off your bottom cast pride.
Absolutely.
Duh.
I am
And-
proud of a bottom cast.
Oh yeah, we're all proud to be a bottom cast. Who wouldn't be? It's a bottom cast. But yes,
If
all
I'm
of
using
those.
bottom cast, like that's a new podcast name. What's the bottom cast? Well, us bottoms get together.
New podcast.
I feel like so
idea.
many people would, like, misinterpret what the podcast is about just from the name and be like, oh, here's a podcast about whatever, and then they come in and it's this bullshit.
Like,
I mean, it
we
is
lied
a
to you. We
podcast
don't
about
actually-
whatever.
like, we lied to you. We don't actually like sex. We're here to talk about cryptids and weird stuff and UFOs.
Yeah. But anyways, you can find the links to all of those, the Discord, the Redbubble, all of our social media and everything in the episode notes, the episode descriptions, what have... Oh, I also forgot to mention that we have a YouTube channel.
We do.
Yes, we do have a YouTube channel so that you can watch us talk about these things as we're talking about them.
Sometimes we're entertaining.
Yeah, we do fun things off camera. It's great.
Yeah, we are
Like, if
funny
you were-
off
You mean
camera
on
than
camera?
On camera, that is what I meant.
Yes.
I can't talk good.
I mean, we do also do fun things off camera, but
yes.
I'd say we're funny off camera, but you know.
Who knows? But with that said, we're going to hop right into today's episode.
Let's just jump
So-
into it.
Yeah, let's hop. I say as I'm sitting in a chair with my knees up. Okay. So our topic today, we have each chosen a handful of creatures from different mythologies, and we are going to rate them by how much we want to fuck them.
we're rating fuckability.
Yes.
Oh, I just echoed from someone.
Oh.
That's okay. That's fine. It's good. We're fine.
Ability.
But yes, who would like to go first?
I mean, you have two.
I do have to. Okay, I'm doing all the talking today. Give me 1 sec. So
We'll jump in with our comments and everything. I mean, this is a collective fuckability rating.
it is, yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay completely silent.
Yeah, so we're only going to put them on a tier that we all agree with. So
Yes.
it could lead to some arguments if like people are on very opposite ends of the spectrum and are very adamant in their decisions.
And
So
you know,
Yes. That's more fun.
I'm never hostile, aggressive, or competitive. This should be fine.
oh no, never.
Never,
Those are
never.
not
at
at all.
all.
Words that I would use to describe
No,
you.
that's never.
Ever.
No one's ever described me ever. They can't. I'm
No,
incomprehensible.
they've also never described you as talkative or obnoxious.
I do get obnoxious a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I see.
Mainly from my
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah, so you guys can have your pick of Japanese or Native American to start.
Let's do native first.
do
Let's
Native
fuck the
American.
monsters first.
All right, give me 1 moment. I'm going to get this set up on the thing. Here we are. You guys can see it.
Yep.
Take a good look at the categories. And we'll go through these in order. I have ordered the creatures by what they are. Oh, I need to put this back into full screen. Anyways, to start, we have the Bakwas. I also will preface this by saying I don't speak any of these languages, so I'm sorry for any mispronunciations. Unfortunately, I was raised white, so I don't know a lot about it, and none of these come from the tribe that I do.
Raised to white. I don't know why.
I mean, I was raised by a white family, so
Same.
yes, but I am half Native American.
That is true.
And I
yeah.
was just raised by
I
a
am
white
not.
family. No, you guys are just freaking white.
I'm part Métis. My
All right.
mama's full Métis.
Okay.
She was also raised by a white family, though.
Yes.
I'm
Which is
freaking
very
white.
common.
Yeah.
So,
My dad was
First-
British.
first off, we have the Bakwas. It is similar to the Sasquatch in that it is a hairy wild man living in the forest. However, the Bakwas is believed to not be entirely of this world, as it passes through ours and the ghost world. If it comes across a human in the woods, it offers them food. If the human consumes the ghost food, it becomes a Bakwas too. So, and the picture I couldn't find like a good picture of the creature itself, but this is a mask that native dancers would wear when they are performing the story of the Bakwas.
Okay. So it's basically just a hairy man.
A hairy ghost man that offers you ghost food when he comes across you in the woods.
I could go either way, I think. Like, to me, there's still something that's too hairy, and he seems like he'd be a little bit too hairy. Maybe he's cuddly, which I might like, but I don't know.
Kind of like a beast pre-transformation in Beauty and the Beast type of thing?
Yeah, like, I may need, like, if I knew them personally, maybe I get it. But, like, just seeing it, it's not enough to make it's... I'm not even a half mast right now, so no. I apologize completely.
So what are your thoughts, Zarria?
I don't know. I can't see it very well.
I don't know how to... I don't know how to... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how to make things bigger. But we're also going off of the information about the creature as well.
Yes. I feel like I would, after I get to know them a bit. Yeah.
Okay. I'm with Ian. I could go either way. Yeah. I don't feel like I need to explain myself. It's just kind of, it seems self-explanatory to me. Like, he doesn't seem like he's not aggressive towards humans.
Yeah.
Like, he just...
Does that mean they're kind of boring as well,
I don't think so. Because he still lives...
King to him?
He still lives in the wild. Like, he lives in the forest. And he passes through different worlds. So,
Yeah.
This is some...
It's like the people who want to get, sleep with someone in every country. He sleeps with someone in every ward. That's his...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's well-traveled. I don't mind a little bit of hair. I would just...
A little bit.
I mean... I'm just saying, we don't know about how hairy he is, how well-groomed he is. But I could go either way, so that's the category that I'm gonna put in. So, Ian, what's your final category?
I go either way.
Okay, and Zarria?
Get to know them a bit.
Okay.
So I think, we have two for either way.
Yeah, we have two for either way, so we could put it straight into I could go either way, or yes, but I might be a little drunk.
Either one I think would fit.
We will put it in I could go either way. Alright, so the next creature we have up is the horned serpent. So it's just two little snakes going a little Ouroboros type cycle. Here's the picture that I've got. Yeah, let me... So, the horned serpent. Some form of this myth is common in many Native American tribes in both Canada and the United States. According to the Muskogee Creek people, the horned serpent is an underwater serpent covered with iridescent scales and one large crystal on its forehead. Both the scales and its crystal are prized for their divination powers. It does not harm humans.
Fuck, absolutely. That sounds cool.
Yeah. I think
it sounds
I'm going
like
for
pretty.
that.
It doesn't hurt people. It can help me with my divination. Yeah.
And
sign me up.
And just the description of it, the iridescent scales, that's so pretty. Like, yes,
Yeah.
please. I think we've talked about this in the Smash or Pass with your crystals, Zarria. Like, we love some iridescent shit.
We do. We really do. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking now of like just the whole divination thing, you know? It just makes me, it was, I know you're about to come. And it's just that's all I'm thinking.
Oh my god. I mean, if someone can read your body well enough, they can do that anyway.
That is true. I just
Yeah.
love the idea of a snake.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, so this is no thoughts, just sex?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
a
No thoughts, just sex. All right. So the next creature is one that we have talked about a little bit before, and a lot of people know about. It is the Wendigo or the Wachuga. So the Wendigo is from several Algonquin tribes, and the Wachuga is a similar legend from the Athabascan tribes, kind of northwest Canada area. Northwest. Both are comparable to modern zombies. Uneven gait, ghostly gaunt, sunken gray skin, hollow eyes, and smelling of death. The Wendigo is a person turned into a creature by cannibalism, and the Wachuga is formed from glacial ice and brought to life. Each creature feasts on human flesh, and their victims become another Wendigo or Wachuga, respectively. They are constantly prowling the forests, looking for their next meal in hopes to cure its near insatiable hunger.
I mean, I'm not a fan of a stanky partner.
That's very fair and completely valid.
Yeah,
And- And I feel like it would be more interested in trying to eat you than having sex. And like
Not in a fun
not
way.
yeah, I was about to say not the sexy kind of eating you, because if it was that, I'd be into that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I think we can agree
Yeah.
that this one is an absolutely not.
Yes.
That's not, Nah.
Absolutely not. All right. Next one. This is the one that I am most nervous about my pronunciation. So apologies to anyone listening that speaks this language, but the next creature is the Ndam Kenowet. So this is the Algonquin version of the merman. He likes pretty women, and according to the stories, hides in lakes, rivers, and streams for women to remove their clothes to bathe. Sometimes it just watches as the women bathe, other times it does more than just watch. It is oftentimes referred to as the perverted merman. And he's not even a hot merman, too. He's like kind of like more fish
And
than
also,
man.
it's like, there's no consent there, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
Not
No,
like he's
he
asking.
forces himself. I just tried to like leave it more.
I mean, like, if you're into that, I guess.
Yeah, but like that's usually consent before the forcing happens. I don't think he's gonna
That's
do
true.
that.
Yeah, like if you
beforehand.
go into the like, oh no, I hope there's no perverted merman in here to ravish me while I bathe. Like that would be a different scenario than just going
Yes.
into a river just like, I'm stinky, I'm gonna wash myself, and then I'll be done with it. Like those are two different
Ooh,
intentions and
stinky.
two different vibes.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah.
So, depending on, like, what the situation is, I guess, but...
Yeah,
That's absolutely not, I think.
Yeah, I'm also thinking absolutely not because
I don't think he would listen,
no.
Yeah.
Do you know what he would listen to? Would be Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel
Imagine-
like if you set a boundary with him, he would be like, no, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Imagine just like a horror movie with that creature, but like instead of a horror soundtrack, it is just broad lined, but like slow and reverbed, and it's just him attacking you in a pond.
Damn.
All right, so this is going to go into the absolutely not. Sorry, I am writing down rough timestamps so that we can get some clipping material right from the get-go. Okay, so this next creature is one of my personal favorites. That's not a bias or anything. I will judge impartially. But this creature is Ogopogo.
Oh my god.
I love that name.
Is Ogopogo native?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, obviously people have some recognition. Ogopogo is well known. He is essentially Canada's version of Nessie. So, Ogopogo is a large sea serpent-like creature that lives in the Okanagan Lake in British Columbia. Its name means water demon. According to the stories, it demands a blood sacrifice before you can cross its waters. The native tribes of the area believe that it can whip up terrible storms unless it is given a sacrifice. Many sailors would bring a chicken or a rabbit or other small animals to feed Ogopogo for safe passage across the lake. And I didn't know that stuff about it needing a blood sacrifice. I just knew what it was. Also, fun fact, the Okanagan Lake has a little statue of Ogopogo at the bottom of it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I might be a bit drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Care to explain?
Right now, just like I'm thinking, is vibes mainly.
That's fair.
But also, like, blood sacrifice, kind of dope. Kind of cool, kind of with it.
Okay.
It also, it seems like it just has a dominating power, and that allures me to it. But also, like, I think I know it would be a mistake. It's why I have to be drunk, kind of thing. Like, I know I'd regret it, but I'm like, I'm willing to regret it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Zarria?
I feel like I'm gonna go like nah, cause I'm not down with like water. You know, like deep water.
That is fair. Yeah,
Like,
and I don't know
not
how
a
deep that lake
super
is.
strong swimmer. You know, like I can swim. I'm all right at swimming. I'm not a super strong swimmer. If a good current caught me, I'd be gone. You know, like. But also, like, I don't know if Ogopogo would be like protect me and like keep me on top of the water and whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
so the Okanagan Lake is 232 meters deep at its deepest.
Jeez, yeah, no thanks.
So it's pretty deep.
You actually, the one question. The thing is, he would protect you if you did the blood sacrifice. We've been over this. That's his, like, okay, yeah, you're down to do this. That's his consent.
Ogopogo likes period sex.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's what we'll go with. I agree with you.
I don't get periods.
Also
This
fair.
is a problem for me.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks to suck, I guess. You can't have it. We're good. Well, actually, I'm not, because I don't get a period, but I'll give the blood sacrifice. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and for me, honestly, I feel like I could go either way. Both of your arguments were convincing to me that I was like, oh yeah, I can see that, and like, I can see that too, so...
Mine was convincing? Yeah, mine was convincing!
Alright, so I think we'll put it in I could go either way, because that's the nice middle.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty you
split.
guys agree with that? All right, so the next creature we have right here is the Piasa bird. So it allegedly lived in the cliffs along the Mississippi River. It's depicted as a flying dragon, and it has been depicted from as early as 1200 CE. As big, it has been described to be as big as a cattle with blood red eyes and antlers on its head. Its body was covered in scales with a human head and a long, thin, snake-like tail. According to legends, the Piasa bird feasts on human flesh as long as it is not fresh. When there were fights between different tribes, the Piasa bird circled the battlefield and feasted on the fallen warriors. So it's a scavenger human dragon.
Okay,
I mean, I'm down with dragons.
yeah. I love me a dragon.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, who doesn't?
I think I wouldn't quite go like no thoughts, just sex, but like I'm kind of in between like a little drunk and get to know them, you know?
No, that is fair. I would absolutely get to know them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, the scavenging thing is, like, a little iffy, but, like, I could maybe work past that if they were cool enough.
Well,
You know?
everybody's got to eat.
True.
Yeah, so just
At
for
least he's not like
survive.
going out and killing
Okay, I'm
them
sorry.
himself.
No, that is very
Just
true.
better
All right.
survive.
We will get to know them a bit. So the next creature is the Pukwudgie.
I know this one.
Yes, this
I don't know
name
much
would be...
about it, but I know it.
Yeah. Yes, so this is part of Wampanoag folklore, and it is found primarily in Delaware and Prince Edward Island. Its name translates to Little Wild Man of the Woods that Vanishes. According to legend, it is a creature that can appear and disappear at will, shapeshift, lure people to their deaths, use magic, launch poison arrows, and create fire. Its most common form is a porcupine-like creature from the back, and half troll, half man from the front, and it walks upright. They are believed to have once been kind to humans, but turned against them and are now best left alone. A person who annoys a Pukwudgie can be subject to nasty tricks or being followed. They are known to kidnap people, push them off of cliffs, attack their victims with short knives and spears, and to use sand to blind their victims.
I
They
mean,
seem
he
kind of
sounds kind of
aggressive.
tricksy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tad aggressive for my taste.
Just a little, you know. Like,
I-
I can deal with some pain, like that's fine, but like stabbing, pushing off cliffs. I mean,
Like-
I broke my leg falling off a cliff. I don't
Yeah.
want to do that again.
Like, I love a go-getter, but
This
Too
isn't the
much
type of
go-getting.
This isn't the type of go-getting that you like.
like, hey, to each their own, you know. We do what you gotta do, but I think it contradicts with, you know, my will to live and my morality.
That is fair.
The dragon doesn't, but for some reason this does. My morality is very strange.
We don't question it. This isn't
Yeah,
the
don't.
Question Ian's Morality podcast. This is the Elevated
No one
Nonsense
could.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's why we could make a
morality.
whole podcast about it. We have different moral questions that we'd ask you every week.
And it's just me. It's me giving those unhinged, diabolical answers. Like, Ian, why?
Ethics professors would be stunned. We'll have no way what to think. So, we putting this in absolutely not?
Yeah, nah, not
Yeah, I
my,
think
not
so.
my thing. Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have the Thunderbird.
Oh, I know another board as well.
Yes, another well-known one, thanks to some properties that shall not be named because there's been some backlash. But anyway, the Thunderbird belongs to many cultures of the Pacific Northwest. It is a large bird that makes the sound of thunder when it flaps its wings, and in some legends, shoots lightning from its eyes. It represents the power of nature and the violence of storms, though it is not malevolent or fearsome or in its nature. It is revered as sacred. You can often find it in totem poles, especially in the Pacific Northwest. Like, it's all over the place in Vancouver. And for some people, it is not just a creature of legends, but it is its own cryptid. So there have been, like, alleged sightings of a thunderbird, like there have been alleged sightings of the Sasquatch or things like that.
Yes, I think the only thing I gotta say is, what's your number, Thunderbird? How you doing?
I know!
How you doing, Thunderbird?
I feel like the Thunderbird would have, like, such beautiful coloration.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I'm down.
I want to see it.
And, like, I love some electroplay. I'm down.
Thunder Bussy. But yeah, this picture here, like, is obviously a very traditional portrayal of it.
Yeah.
This is the type of style you would find in a totem pole. But let me tell you, the other art that I saw for the Thunderbird was stunning.
But just imagine
believe
if you saw a Thunderbolt, but it was shaped like that. It's like a JPEG. Just that. You just saw it floating around in the sky.
Not even flapping its wings.
No,
but
it
like...
just...
But yeah, no, I would, like, for me, this is no thoughts, just sex. Because also, like, just imagine, like, for one thing, you would form a bond. But also, I hope that it would let me, like, ride it, and not in the sexual way, just, like, ride on its
Both
back
ways,
as
though.
it flies. So that, like, imagine how powerful you would feel. You'd probably go pretty deaf, but you'd feel so powerful.
Hey, imagine how powerful you feel riding it.
Yeah. So, we good with
Yeah,
there?
that's absolutely no thoughts, just sex.
All right.
But, like, I love me some electroplay. You can shock me any day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
rhymed.
it'll just look at you and just 2 zaps right at the titties.
Exactly. Like...
That's my noise sound effect.
All right. So next up, we have the Deer Woman. So she is sometimes also known as the Deer Lady, but stories are found in multiple Native American cultures. Her demeanor and appearance means different things based on circumstances. To women, children, and men who are respectful of women and children, she represents fertility and love. To those that have harmed women and children, she is vengeful and murderous, being known to lure these people to their deaths. Some stories and traditions picture her appearance as a sign of personal transformation or a warning. She is said to be fond of dancing and will sometimes join a communal dance unnoticed, only to leave when the drum beating ceases. She is depicted as a beautiful woman with deer feet and antlers.
It's no question. Come on.
No thoughts, just sex.
I feel like I
come
would
on.
fuck her.
Like,
We're all respectful of women here.
And like
yeah.
a beautiful deer woman,
Deer
who
woman.
advocates for
women's rights?
For women's rights. Absolutely, sign me up. Me and her getting hitched yesterday.
Yes.
Bye, Caleb. Go, deer woman heal. Like that. That's your what do they call it? Your hall pass? No, what's the term?
The hall pass. I'd say so.
Yeah, it's your hall pass. Yeah, Caleb, only person, deer woman.
Yeah.
If I see a deer woman, I'm sorry, I got her.
I mean, he knows my list of hall passes already. But anyway.
My only hall pass is myself cloned.
You know, fair enough. To each their own. I mean, Caleb is welcome to come marry the deer woman with me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Our last creature we have is the Skinwalker. So this one is a Navajo myth. The Skinwalkers have the ability to transform themselves into any animal or human. Many legends claim it can only shapeshift if it has the pelt of the creature, but there are others that claim it can make do with hair or fingernail clippings, especially for transforming into a person. Due to the skinwalker myth, it is considered taboo in Navajo culture to keep pelts of aggressive animals like bears or cougars. However, they are welcome to keep pelts of things like sheep, because if the skinwalker becomes a sheep, who cares? They are also
Don't fuck with the
naturally
sheep.
they are also naturally aggressive towards humans, fast and agile, and almost impossible to capture due to its shape-shifting abilities. It will attack people walking alone, try to break into houses, and will even attack moving cars.
Like shapeshifter, everything else,
Like, shape-shifting, that's pretty cool, but, like, wanting to kill everyone? No, that's less cool.
Yeah.
But I was drunk. And I didn't know.
If you didn't know it was a skinwalker,
Because it's a shapeshifter, you know?
I can
Maybe
understand
there's
your
something
reasoning.
Yeah, I'm like, if I was at the club and it's in the club stoking for its next prey, I'm a horny little bastard. I'm not gonna know the difference.
And you know, if it just changes into you during sex,
I'll be like, nice. I like great this angle. Yeah. So yes, but I might be a little drunk. It have to be a very specific scenario.
I can understand your reasoning, though I don't agree, but I can see where you're coming from.
I'm glad you can.
Yeah, I'd also have to be like,
Nah.
nah. It's just a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Very, but.
But it could be hot, maybe? Question mark?
Depends what into, you know?
You know, I might change my mind to I might be a little drunk. Now that I'm picturing things, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you might die afterwards, but you wouldn't know until then.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. At least if it shows you a good time before,
Yeah.
then yeah,
That's the least it could do.
I could see you a little drunk.
Alright.
As long as it shows you a good time before murdering you.
So we're gonna put it in yes, but I might be a little drunk.
We've completed it.
Now, before we finish off the section, are there any that we would move around? Are we happy with this order? I'm gonna put the deer woman
I feel
right
like
at the
it's
front
good.
because she's the most like yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm good with this order. I don't think there's anything I would change, really.
Yeah, I think it's
Alright.
good.
Good to know. So we will end that there.
Okay.
So, who is
Dani,
gonna go
Dani,
next?
you're going next, right? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I am not going next.
I'm good to go.
All right.
Okay.
I have my tier list up.
All right.
Okay. So what folklore are you doing?
Russian and Slavic.
Ooh, shit.
All right.
Yeah. Because I couldn't find anything that was, like, purely Russian. It's
Yeah. Of
it's all,
course.
like, Russian, Slavic, you know,
Of course, yeah.
mixed together. So, Russian, Slavic. Alright, and I am also going to say, I don't really know how to pronounce, like, any of these. I do know, like, bits and pieces of Russian, so I do kind of know a little bit how some things are kind of supposed to be pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't guarantee I will always get it right.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know. So, but, so I have, we're gonna start off first with Baba Yaga,
Baby
which
Yaga.
known, the Baba Yaga, a witch known for scaring and eating children, usually depicted riding either a broom or a mortar and wielding a pestle. She lives in a hut that has chicken legs, and so you can see, I have this pulled up with a bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
You can see very classic witchy look. Her hut looks cool, but also she's dragging off a child in this picture.
Of course, yeah.
So, the Baba Yaga.
I'm gonna go with the whole children abuse thing is kind of a turnoff. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, and also she's an old crone, but
That too, but I didn't
the
want to be
chicken leg
ageist.
hut is cool, and I always respect that about Baba Yaga, because obviously, like, I know, so I've heard of Baba Yaga before. I feel like it's one of the more
Yeah.
prevalent,
More well-known.
myths.
It's hard
Absolutely.
not to know of Baba Yaga.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, no, I'm gonna put this in a D. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I feel that. She's down in D.
But not get in the D. Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey yo.
Alright, Bes? A demon from Serbian folk tales. The name in English is literally anger. They like to possess people and animals and cause uncontrollable rage. And he looks cool. He looks neat. Like, look at all those horns. He looks
He
pretty
does
cool.
look really cool.
Mhm, I
But
will
he's
give him
also
that.
very angry.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you could
can I
have
look-
some really good hate sex. But
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, can I ignore the red flags? Usually the answer is yes. Let's see if it's, if this time's the same way.
Yeah, I am.
I might go C.
I mean, I think it's a little creepy. It scares me a little bit. And so
That's fair.
part of
The
me is
fun
like,
part.
that's like true monster fucker that we're going into here.
mm-hmm. I mean, mine had a good amount of that too, let's be real.
That's true.
Like, hey, mine ain't gonna remember that too. She's going.
Just saying, this isn't a competition of who has the most monsters to fuck, okay?
At first I thought, for some reason you sound like Christopher Walken for a second. I'm just saying. Apologize, keep going.
Alright. Where are we putting him?
I would put it in D because just like the beast, it kind of gives me like rotting like corpse of an elk vibes. And that's not hot, you know?
I'm kind of
like-
feeling C.
You know, yeah, I see. You don't like rotting corpse. I mean, wait.
I
no.
don't. I am coming out on this podcast to say I am not a necrophiliac.
That's very controversial
fair.
here.
Rusalka, a type of water spirit, usually described as a beautiful young woman with pale skin and greenish hair. They live in and around lakes and rivers. It is thought that when a woman drowns or dies a violent death, she becomes a Rusalka.
I've heard of these.
Yes.
Smash. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
They are known to drag people into the water and drown them. But
Okay, she's got some issues. Who doesn't?
But like, look at the pretty flower in her hair.
they are known to be very beautiful women.
And
Yeah,
you
like-
know, I will come out and say I am attracted to water nymphs in any
Yes.
form because
Also, it's like, you know, she just has like some bad. I'm helping with her trauma, okay? Of dying. That's what I'm doing. I swear.
but also just imagine just like laying on the shore and having her like like you're just braiding each other's hair and telling stories
yes.
and it
That's
just
actually cute, not what I said.
it's so cute.
Unlike me, like, you're
I
the
feel
cute
like I would
angle.
fuck her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. I
She's
was
going
sold
in S.
at Water Spirit.
You just heard a water.
I mean,
Ooh.
some translations say water demon, you know, but
Demon, spirit, what's the
All right.
difference?
Sikavat, Sikavik, a bird-like
Sikavik?
creature, Sikavik, A bird-like creature with a long beak and pelican-like throat. It's created when a woman steals the egg from a black hen and puts it under her armpit for 40 days. Until it hatches, she cannot pray, confess, cut her nails, or wash her face. It can steal honey or milk from nearby beehives or cows to give to its master. It could also give its master the ability to understand animals.
Whew.
Huh.
So that's a lot. That's a lot to this one. I'm tempted,
I am also tempted.
but is it vital? That's but
like, the
looking at
effort
it,
to
it
go through
terrifies
to-
me.
See, I'm
But
kind of
it's
the
kind of hot.
I'm kind of the same way. This one's kind of like a hot one, but like it kind
It's
of
terrifying in a hot way.
It kind of gives me like Plague Doctor vibes.
Kind of,
Like,
yeah.
especially in this picture,
I
it
can
gives me
see
Plague
that.
Doctor vibes.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
But also like the work that you would have to go through to get one of those. Like, kudos to those women who would do it, because I would not.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, nah, I wouldn't. But like, if somebody were to make one and I had access to it, maybe.
If I could take someone else's,
Yeah, I would love like the honey and the like. Fresh honey is the best thing in the whole wide world, but also the ability to talk to animals.
Like,
Yes, please.
yeah, that was kind of the setting point for me. There.
yes.
Talk to animals.
I'm kind of leaning towards either A or B.
I'm thinking B personally.
I'm going B. Yeah, B feels nice.
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah,
Feels. It's just like, yeah.
it's B for bird. Sorry, that was funny.
Yes,
that I was...
you are correct. It's just, it's beef.
It's beef.
Jeez. Anyway, Domovoi, a house spirit, usually a tiny middle-aged man with a furred cloak. He can transform into a dog, cat, or cow. He guards houses and cares for cattle. He lives in the corner near the hearth. People pay tribute to him in the form of bread or wheat. If you don't, he may abandon your home and cause you or your cattle to fall ill. He's just a funky little man.
I love him.
Little man.
I love
Just a little
him so
guy.
much.
What's his gender? Little guy, you know?
And like,
I feel like he would be so gentle and like caring.
forget about sex. I just want to marry him. Like, he just gets fed. Like, he gets paid in bread and wheat. You just get bread and wheat for days. And, like, he cares for cows. And he can turn into animals. Like, I love him. That was a very strong opinion, and I'm sorry.
That was a very strong opinion. Just right out the bat, you were like, yes, I want him.
Because you're so passionate about it, I'll agree with you, I think. You're very passionate about this.
Lady? Look at
I don't want
him.
to take this away from you, so I'm gonna
Okay.
agree with
That
you.
was less fuckability and more just like, I really want him. So I think A.
I think A. A seems
Yes.
appropriate for that reaction. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was great.
I don't know why.
Alright. A Kikimora, a female house spirit. She can cause sleep paralysis. She usually lives in the cellar or behind the stove. Sometimes she can make noises similar to that of a mouse. She can sometimes be spotted spinning thread or weaving. Typically, she is seen as a bad omen. So, sometimes, like, depending what she's seen doing, where she's seen, it can mean, like, there's gonna be a death in the family soon, or someone's gonna fall ill, or, you know, something like that. So, yeah.
She's gonna kill you herself and use your sinew for her weaving.
Oh my god. So
I don't
she's
know
kind
if
of a
that's-
funky little creature.
She's a funky little thing.
I like how like you one way to describe all of them is this a fucking little creature.
It's funky.
I like the aesthetic, not in a sexual way, just in I like the aesthetic. I like the drawing. I just
Very much Russian peasant vibes.
Yes.
yeah, it seems kind of high maintenance. I don't know why. Just again vibes, not like anything in the world. Just I look like it seems like I go through a lot trying to, I don't know. What do you think, Dani?
I'm thinking C for her, because, like, maybe I could be
Maybe.
into it, but, like, my natural instinct is, like, not
yeah.
really, but
Yeah.
I might be able to be convinced.
Yeah,
well,
that seems fitting for
like
her.
how down bad am I?
Yeah, and, like, again, I love her aesthetic, like, she's cute in a way, almost, like, but because of like the bad omens and stuff, I'm just like maybe not. Maybe I don't want to call you up type of thing.
Yeah. If she reached
Yeah, that's
out,
fair.
Maybe.
if she makes the first move, whoa.
It's a little
Hello,
so
guy.
good.
Hello,
Ian
rat
smashing. I know that immediately.
Psoglav, a demon from Serbian folklore. It has a horse's hind legs, the torso of a human, and the head of a dog, with one eye and iron teeth. Said to live in caves with plenty of gemstones and no sun. It eats people, sometimes even digging up graves to feast on corpses.
The cave sounds appealing.
The horse legs scare me. I don't like horses.
But also, like, if his, like, lower half and hips and everything is, like, horse of a horse.
Yeah, I know where
How
you're going.
long is that horse?
I know where you're going with that, and I don't think I could take that.
Ian says no
Yeah,
to
that's
horse
fair.
cock.
Also, the iron teeth. That
He
brings
also
some
eats
questions.
people. Yeah,
And
Okay, I was
it's a
going to
grave
ignore
robber
that part.
too.
That's fine, fuck the dead. But like
I mean, as long as he's happy eating corpses and not me, I could see
Yeah,
it.
well, and also, like, his fingers are talons, they're claws. Like, nah. No, there's
He
no
wouldn't
way
be
he could
able
be
to finger
gentle or
you.
not hurt
he would
me,
shred
and so-
that pussy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Dani. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
I've been through it enough. I've had a kid. I don't need more.
Yeah,
we're putting this in
I feel
D.
like he would either, like, use his teeth too much or, like, those talons or,
Also-
and, like, if he does have a horse cock, that's too much.
I
Yeah.
haven't
too
brought
much.
this up yet, but like, does he even have the intelligence to form a relationship? He looks kind of feral,
We're
He
not
does look pretty feral.
talking about relationships. Except for that funky little
Sexual-
guy.
Sexual relationships are still a type of relationship. Like, can
I
this thing
guess so.
consent? And also, like, I don't know. There's too much variables for that guy.
Yeah. So,
I'll go
like,
D.
yeah. He seems to fit in D.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Zarptista. A tall, otherworldly bird that sleeps during the day and goes out at night. Its feathers glow like fire, and it can illuminate whole areas like the sun. It's said whoever catches it can fulfill their wishes or bring hope. It is immortal.
This is Ho-Oh.
I actually think this might be what Ho is based on. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But
Anyways.
that's an S tier. Come on.
That is absolutely an S tier.
Wishes
Like, I saw
It's
that from the pictures
gorgeous.
below, and I was like, I don't even know what that is, but yes, I want it.
Yeah.
It's It's gorgeous. It glows. It can give you wishes.
And like if I could braid it, like you can braid its feathers in your hair if they're not made of fire. Like when they fall off, just
they're not made of fire. They just glow like fire. They do
like
not.
just
in fact,
imagine
burn.
like putting those in your hair.
That would be really cool.
That'd be so cute.
That would be really cool. All right, Nezit. A tiny demon that can cause sickness in humans. It can make your teeth fall out, make you catch the flu, or it can deafen and blind you.
This is a no. What's your defense for this one?
I mean, it's a no, but like also that skeleton is strangely hot.
Oh wait, stop! It is a skeleton.
Look at like he's got necklaces on. He's got
He's
like
kinda
the
hot.
swoop.
He's
He's muscular.
He's just a dead sulfur dude.
Zarria gets it. Zarria gets it.
He's just a dead sulfur dude. That's why he has the necklaces on. He died in the ocean and came back.
I wouldn't sleep with him,
swoop.
but he's
got his
kinda
necklaces
hot.
on.
And
He's
I will die on
muscular.
this hill.
Okay, Danny, I'm
Like
gonna go
as
back.
long as he's not making you sick, like.
I'm going back to what Danny said earlier, saying you don't fuck dead bodies. So what now, Danny? Huh? You gonna go back on that?
I said I wouldn't sleep with him, but he's hot. People are allowed to be hot and not sleep. You're allowed to think people are hot and not
true,
sleep with
but I
them,
think
Ian.
You know what? You're right. You're right. That's still a no for me.
And that's fair. It's also a no for me, but it is strangely hot. That is
So,
all
like,
I'm saying.
see?
His name is
I'd be
Chad.
okay
I
with
bet.
a C.
I bet his name is Chad. Like, hey guys, I'm dead. You know, I used to surf.
Luke.
I can do a good. I don't know. I don't know surfing tones. I can do a ollie on that wave.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, guys.
Anyway.
I'm dead. Cowabunga.
Oh my god. And last, we have an Osenia, a female
Oh.
demon, usually a woman in white clothes. She can be seen on bridges, close to roads, or on hills in the middle of the night. She would seduce men and lead them across fields and forests, leaving them tired at dawn. And for her, I just kind of have, like,
Yeah,
a
I know-
picture of a
I
woman
know
in
of
white, because I
Osenias.
couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I know of Osenias. That is either A or S tier for me. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to resist that.
That's
Come on.
fair.
Sorry, could you read through the description one last time? I was kind of half paying attention.
You had me at female demon.
Osenia, a female demon, usually a woman in white clothes.
Okay,
She can be
okay.
seen on bridges,
Yeah.
close to roads, or on hills in the middle of the night. She would seduce men and lead them across fields and forests, leaving them tired at dawn.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
this
fair.
one doesn't even, like, kill them. She just kind of leads them around.
Yeah, because I've heard a few different women in white myths.
Yes.
There's a few.
So this is one of
She's
those.
a nice one.
Leave
Yes,
you tired at dawn?
She leaves you, like, tired. I mean,
Tired?
she could
All
be
night?
tiring you out another way,
All
you
Yeah.
know?
And she just leaves
All
you in the
night?
middle of a field. Like,
I like
that's
fields.
kind of
Or in a
romantic.
forest.
I like forests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, GPS nowadays, I can get out. I'm good. I'm
That's
not
fair.
Lost. Yeah, that's,
As long-
that's an S
yeah.
tier.
Yeah.
Is it S? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I have fuckable creatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes one to know
Yeah.
one.
I do, yeah. So, do we want to rearrange any of them? I think I like what we have all of them.
I like where we have him too.
Yeah. I still can't get over Danny's reaction to the Domovoi.
I can't explain it. I'm
that,
sorry.
put
He's my husband now. Sorry, Caleb, you've been replaced. You've been replaced with a funky little ape man who sits at the fireplace and turns into cows.
And the deal woman.
And is
And
paid
the deal woman.
in bread. Like, what more could you want?
That's fair, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, that's all I have. Who wants to go next?
I'll go so that Denny can be first and last.
For
That's
sure.
fair.
Okay, let's see. Share my screen. Which one is it? Yes. So I have a few here. By few, I mean, yeah. So here's all lists. We have at S tier, I'ma jump their bones. Then the second from down is maybe after dinner. Third is
Okay.
if I just got my heart broken. Then there's probably not, like, not, but probably not, but you know. And the last one is hell nah, they mid.
All right.
So we're
Ian's
gonna
got
start.
Plenty.
Yeah, I got plenty. We're gonna start pretty easy here. I think. Can you guys see this page?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah.
100%.
so Valkyrie-
Absolutely
So-
smash.
I'll just read it just for
That's a great
another
picture.
thing.
Like,
I know.
Ugh.
So Valkyries, simple, but very well known, but great, were female spirits who served Odin in battle. While many of the Valkyrie in Norse myth had their own names, they were usually viewed and talked about as a homogeneous party of beings, all sharing a common purpose. Those were beautiful, elegant maidens with white skin and hair as gold as the sun and as black as the dark as night. It was rather choose who would die in battle and who would live, using their powers to cause death for those they didn't favor. It's also their role to take slain heroes to Valhalla, home of Odin's army, where they waited preparing for Ragnarok. So, where do you guys put in this?
at the top.
Smash.
100%.
Smash.
I will
Yeah,
take
I
all
am
of them.
down
Jump
with the
above.
hot
Like,
lady.
I don't know
Like,
if you know this, but Zarria and I are very, very gay.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't have guessed that. Of course I knew. Okay, the next one is
Yes,
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr. Yes, we love him.
Jormungandr, I think, preface this, I do not speak Old Norse for anyone who is listening, so my pronunciation is off. If you were born in a small Viking town, or your name is Stoic the Vast, I am sorry for my mispronunciation. Yes, I just did a How to Train Your Dragon reference.
Jeez. Jeez,
So-
Ian.
This is also the Midgard serpent or the Ward serpent was the brother of the wolf Fenrir, born to Ogopogo, I believe, and Loki. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Like Fenrir the Ward serpent had a key role to play in Ragnarok. It's a giant serpent that encompasses the earth, you know.
Mm-hmm. We love Jormungandr.
Destined to be killed by Thor. So he's gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he has that smile, those eyes. What do you guys think?
Look at like his little moss beard. I just want to
Yeah,
like.
I believe this is
does.
from the God of War, right? Yeah, this is the God of War version picture here.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just want to scritch and like play in his little moss beard.
So where would you guys put?
Like, I would, like, cuddle him. I would love him. I don't think I'd fuck him.
I would say like either maybe after dinner or if I had just gotten my heart broken. Those are the categories that I would put.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just get my heart broken. I think in some myths he can be transformed, but I don't know how canon those myths are. I just remember reading myth like I'm not sure if he can or he has been transformed before. I forget. Into different things. But I think that's his power. I think that has happened. But I'm not sure what canon that myth is. So I'll go just if I got my heart broken. You know.
Sounds
Yeah,
good
that's
to
fair.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. The next one, his brother Fenrir.
Yeah. Also
he
son
looks
of
so
Loki.
cool.
Yeah, Fenrir is fucking awesome. If you don't know who Fenrir is,
That's a really cool picture, though,
Yeah.
too.
but probably the most famous wolf in history, or one of the famous wolves, also the offspring of Ogopogo, the giantess, and the Norse god Loki. His siblings are the world serpents, Jormungandr, and the goddess Hel. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they were all three prophesied to bring about Ragnarok. He was waiting for the gods of Asgard. They knew Fenrir would kill Odin during Ragnarok. To prevent this from happening, they chained. He chained him with special bindings. So you know he's also bound. So you know if you're into BDSM, he's got experience with that. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not into binding other people, but I am very much into being bound, you know?
Yeah, I mean he comes pre-built with chains, but I want to be in them.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
He could give them. He does bring out of them. He could give them to you afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
I'm not saying he will, but he could.
As
It
long
is
as
an
he slips
option.
them and puts them on me, like, that's fair.
Yeah, where you put in this wolf man?
I would
Yeah,
say probably not.
probably not. Okay, you'd fuck the serpent before the. Okay, yeah, no, that's.
I was thinking maybe
Absolutely.
after dinner.
Oh, maybe it's he's such a handsome boy. I might have to go.
He
with Zarria.
is.
I mean, he is. I
He's
can
so
I can
cool.
relent.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go with Zoe on that one. So, this is a dwarf. There is some. There was some like questions. There's another one that also could mean dwarf, but has a different name. It's weird. In Norse mythology, they weren't really seen as short. They were just seen as lesser beings that then got translated to short over time. But to read off of,
And
where
they
was my
all
thing?
have
Dwarf?
beards.
I think that's more of a Tolkien thing than a thing. But
No, that's
where
fair.
was my where was my dwarf?
I know they live on Nidavellir, however you pronounce
Yes.
it. That's the dwarf world.
Yes, yeah. I had it written somewhere. I'm trying to figure where I put it. Yeah, actually no. Salverheim is actually where they live.
Okay.
Yes. Well, and I'll get to why that's confusing soon. I think probably after this. But they were like makers of a lot of things. Like, they were that's where you get like they made Thor's hammer.
Didn't they also make the chains for Fenrir, or am I misremembering?
It doesn't say here, but that does sound correct. I know they made the ship belonging to Freyra.
Freya.
And
Yeah.
Odin's ring and spear. So yeah. Yeah, well, like modern description, there was no evidence that dwarves were actually short, stout beings. Instead, they're little lesser beings, and so they've been born from the short. So they don't always look like this. They were just craftsmen. They weren't seen as gods, basically, like other things were, or in the same realm as gods. So yeah, where would you put the dwarf, the humble dwarf?
I mean, I would fuck him.
I'd say if I had my... I'm kind of torn between if I just had my heart broken or maybe after dinner.
Like, I have a soft spot for a good beard. You know?
Same. And I definitely wouldn't mind all the little trinkets.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
like they're pretty sturdy. They're pretty muscular. Like he could toss you around if he wanted to.
Yeah. So what do you final answer to this one?
I'm
Maybe
kind of
after
leaning
dinner.
a little bit. Yeah, I'm leaning a little bit towards maybe after dinner.
Okay, yeah. Maybe after dinner. That is, we'll put the humble dwarf. Then there was the Lotharfall, the white woman.
Oh,
not
fuck.
Smash.
The white elf.
Smash.
All the light elf. So there's the light elf, and then we'll get to the dark elf. But yes,
Fuck,
Lotharfall-
absolutely smash.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yes, I know.
I'm a jumper bones.
Yes. So they will. If I go to explaining the elves here, there were two different types. So, kind of, they're two different types. But elves, the Doko Fall, which is the dark elf, which we'll get to in a second, and the Loso Fall, the light elves. The Doko all lived under the earth, which are they're similar to dwarves back in color. And then the Loso Fall are the fair, radiant, and they're considered the same as gods. They have the ability to cause human diseases as well as cure human diseases. And if if an elf and a human had a child, they would look human but possess incredible magical and intuitive abilities. So where we put in the
I'm a jumper bones.
So
Smash.
I'm a jumper. Yeah. Okay. Of course.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Look at those
Then
thighs. I
100%
would love to be
smash.
crushed by her thighs.
Then there's the dark
Absolutely.
elf. The
Oh,
dark
she
elf
looks
fall.
cool too.
Which is they will. So this is, I believe, it translates exactly to the dark elves, the dark elf fall, which they live under the earth, but also they lived in the same realm as the dwarves. It's kind of confusion, but yeah, they were all black, like pitch black, usually white hair, I can't really find like fully what the purpose was. It wasn't really evil. There was not really evil and good per se. It's kind of light and dark. But yeah, they were just like the under elves basically. The drow is a good way to put it.
I mean,
I'm a
they
jump
look
their
really cool
bones.
too. I would be down, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's an elf. Yeah.
We bone jumping up in here.
Absolutely.
Then we have the Sethofel, which is known as, I believe it translates to. If I think is it? I have it right here. Yeah. There are also dark elves or dusky elves. There is contradiction if they're the same as dark elves or if they are considered a different kind of elf. It is very hard to actually figure that out. But from the views of them, they're far more like grayer than they are pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would fuck him too.
Same.
Yeah, and that's why piss off so much about Norse, not piss off about Norse mythology, but just like there's so many like different names, like it might not be canon to Norse mythology. Like even the light elves, it seems might have influence in the Christianity angels, that they gave influence to those kind of elves kind of thing. That
Whatever the case,
Christianity
I'm
went
still
over-
smashing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just some fascinating tips. Like, give you some lessons. I don't know. Then there is Serpentfield, the horse.
The eight-legged horse. That
The
is the
eight-legged
fastest
horse.
Loki is
Yep.
his mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe so. Let me just read just in case, but yes, I'm pretty sure you're right. His mother was
one of my
Loki,
favorite
yes.
things about Norse mythology is that Loki
Yes.
gave birth.
Both.
Loki is the mom of an eight-legged horse, and that
Yes, 'cause-
legged horse, I believe, is the mount of Odin.
Yes, and because Loki transformed into a female horse to get fucked by another horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, this is also a Loki, and it is known as, I believe, also the most beautiful steed. Most powerful and most beautiful steed. So,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
it
fucking
does
assault-
look like really, really cool, but I don't know if I'm down to fuck a horse.
But also it's a horse, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
It's like, are you Loki or are you not kind of thing. And so you have to like, are you like...
I
you
am
like-
not
I mean,
Loki,
I would
but
fuck
I would
Loki,
fuck Loki.
but
Would you not, like, fuck him as a horse? That's a real question. That's not him as a horse, but that's all I'm saying.
I don't think so.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think so either.
So where we put in the horse?
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't know, probably not.
I can agree with probably not.
Probably not, you know? Probably not. The male. So, if you're wondering where we get the word nightmare from, this is the creature we get it from, the male. Which was a tiny little gremlin that was believed to sit on your chest and cause you just great anguish and nightmarish pain. That's them right there. Little goblin-esque thing. Little disgusting little person. I believe was there anything more. It was really it was just like known to give people nightmares pushing on their chests. Many believed that the terrifying beast embodied the souls of living people who left their bodies in the night. Some males were also witches who transformed into animals like cats, dogs, and frogs and oxes when the spirits left them and wandered about. It said that when the male touches a living thing, such as people, trees, or cattle, it causes their hair or branch to become entangled.
I'm a pass. Like, hell no.
I'm also pass.
They mid?
I don't want nightmares.
They mid?
My nightmares are vivid enough. I don't need
Yeah.
that guy.
They
like,
mid. Yeah, I don't know why you would even like want to. Like, it's a small little gremlin, man. Yeah, nah. Oh, I'm gonna pronounce this completely wrong. Nidhoggle? I can't pronounce.
I'd say Needhogar, something like that.
Nidhoggle? Yes. So he is the dragon that chews on the roots of Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil.
I've always said it Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
Yggdrasil, yes, yeah. Yeah, it is Yggdrasil. Yeah, he's a chewer. He chews on the basically the enormous dragon with massive claws, bat-like wings, scale over his body, and horns up from his head. he knocked continuously on the roots of Yggdrasil, the war tree, and he's basically gnawing on the roots of the cosmos. The corpse of all criminals, such as adulterers, oathbreakers, and murderers, were banished to Nordstrand, where he ruled, and he waited to chew on their bodies. So he punishes bad people by chewing on them for eternity.
I mean, I don't want to be chewed on. I'm not a chew toy.
Are you a bad person, though?
I'm gonna say
I mean, I like to think not.
Then you wouldn't be chewed on. You have to be an adulterer or an oathbreaker.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably not. Like, he's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like, this art is
as
incredible.
As a sexual partner, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he looks really cool, but I don't know if I want to fuck him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Hence
So,
why I'm
are we
going,
going
like,
with
I'm
probably
thinking
not?
probably not, but I can
Probably
understand that they mid.
Yeah. I would probably go with probably not.
Probably not,
Alright,
yeah.
probably not it is.
Probably not. The Draugr. If you guys know Skyrim, you know the Draugr.
I don't know if I would fuck the Skyrim version, but this version looks real cool. I might.
He
I
is undead. He is still a zombie.
Yeah.
I
don't know Skyrim. I would like some lore, please.
Yes. It's funny, they say they were hideous creatures that look like zombies but have superhuman strength. They had the ability to increase their size when they wanted and swallow a person whole. They smelled strongly of decaying bodies. They often lived in their own graves, defending treasures they were buried with. But they also wreaked havoc on living and tortured people who had done them wrong in life. It said the Draugr can die a second death if destroyed in some way, such as being burned or dismembered. Many people believed if they were greedy, unpopular, or evil in life, they would become a Draugr. So yes, if you were like greedy or evil, but also if you just weren't liked, you become one of these things. You just weren't popular.
Even if people didn't like you, oh god.
Yeah, it says unpopular. So that's what I'm guessing. Like, yeah, you didn't like. If you had no, basically, if you got no bitches, this is you. This is what no bitches does to a motherfucker.
Well, if they're stanky, I don't know.
I'm gonna say
so.
hell nah.
In this art, they're hot as hell, but yeah, no. They're stinky, and they're dead, and they're vengeful, usually.
Yeah, and it said that they're usually hideous, like...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's right there in their lore, so, like,
Yeah.
a pass.
No. Yeah.
Like, even though that picture is hot, like, no.
Yeah. Then there's, Ratatoskr.
Ratatoskr!
Ratatoskr, yes.
We love Ratatoskr!
That
I am a
runs up
Ratatoskr stan!
Yes, it's a squirrel that runs up the war tree.
He is an angry, evil squirrel, and I love him.
You're exactly correct. That is
He
his
wasn't even
lore.
like, if I am remembering his lore correctly, he wasn't even like created to be on the world tree. He just became this mythical creature just because of his hatred and anger, and he just decided to climb the world tree one day as a normal squirrel and then became Ratatoskr.
Yeah, he delivered messages between the eagle perched up the tree and the dragon on the roots, basically to make them want to attack each other. He basically manipulated these two beings to fight. That's what he did.
Oh my God.
That's what he does.
He wants to cause the end of the world just by making them fight, and it's...
Yeah.
I am a Ratatoskr stan.
You're a Ratatoskr apologist.
Like, yeah.
I mean, he's cute, and he's real cool, just fucking around with the world tree just because he can, just because he wants to.
I always imagined him as, like, one of those, like, chonky squirrels that you would find at, like, national parks that, like, you're not supposed to feed, but people feed them anyways, and so, like, they're chonky.
Yeah, this is the Smite version. This is the game Smite, I believe, yeah. This little guy. This little picture of him.
Oh, I love him so much.
But is he fuckable?
I don't
Maybe
think
after
he's
dinner.
fuckable. He's cute.
Maybe after dinner.
I don't think he's fuckable. Maybe if I just gotten my heart broken.
I can accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not broken. Because you know what? He might manipulate you after you got your heart broken into fucking him. He can do it
exactly.
If he can do it with the eagle and the dragon, he can do it with you. Is all I'm saying. If you manipulate them, yeah.
I love him so much.
Hudra. So Hudra is an interesting. I actually this is a new one I got when I was reaching this, but Hudra is a female creature typically depicted as a beautiful woman with a crown of flowers and long blonde hair, but she has a tail of a cow. Also known as the warden of the forest. Basically, she would seduce young men and lure them into the mountains where she would imprison them. According to the myth, if a young man married the Hudra, she was fated to turn into an old ugly woman. However, on the plus side, she would gain extra strength and lose her tail.
But if a woman married her,
it doesn't say.
Smash.
But also, I'm not sure if it means men as in like man or like man as in the
like mankind. Human.
The original connotation, which was person. Mm-hmm. I guess you could be either way. I'm guessing gender was about that time, so I'm guessing it could. Actually, I'm not fully sure if it was, but yeah, it's one of them two. But
anyways, I'm gonna jump their bones.
Yeah, I'm a smash.
Cause like,
absolutely.
As long as you don't marry them, they don't, they won't become an ugly old woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can deal with imprisonment. That's fine.
And she keeps her
as long as I'm around her.
Probably the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm gonna jump the bones.
This is a podcast where we love women.
Yes.
Then there's the Fosagrim. I looked up these pronunciations once, but there were too many of them to remember.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with on that one. But where do I have them? Oh, here we go. It's a water spirit who plays enchanting music on the violin, usually depicted as beautiful, semi-clad, or naked male. The Fosagrim is a tale of both good and bad. On one hand, the Fosagrim is sometimes known to teach humans how to play the violin as beautiful as he, but only if they sacrifice a goat. If the goat is too lean, the Fosagrim will only teach them how to tune the fiddle. But a significant prime goat will make for a lesson into the player's fingers bleed, at which point they'll be able to play so well as to make the trees in the forest dance. On the other hand, he sometimes lures women and children to lakes and streams where they drown. But, he's a bit of a fixer-upper, is all I'm saying. He doesn't always do that.
Also, does he primarily play the fiddle?
All instruments, but I believe the fiddle and violin, yeah. I'm not sure why.
Okay, well, that is a harp that he has.
Yeah, this was the image that came up when I was looking him up. But, yeah.
Learn your instruments, artists.
Yes.
I mean, music lessons, a chance of drowning. I don't know.
I'd say maybe after dinner,
because of dying.
Yeah, because the chance of drowning is kind of like, but everything else, I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say maybe after dinner.
For me, I'm not a man either, but I'm not sure where he would see me at. I'm not sure what he does to non-binary people. I don't want to find out. Well, I kind of do after dinner.
You are there are 3 categories: men, women, and children. You are children.
I'm child. No. So maybe after dinner can we all agree?
Yeah,
on that
absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Then there was Ada Ubama, which is this giant cow right here. There's more to it. It's not just a giant. It's pretty much a giant cow, but there's more to the giant cow than just that.
It's a giant cow that eats people.
No, I believe its milk is just really good. Yes,
It's just a real big ass cow that makes like really nice milk.
I'm sold.
The primeval cow, the primeval cow in Norse mythology. She was a beautiful animal that was said to have 4 rivers of milk that ran from her udders. She lived on the salty Rhine rock, which she licked away for 3 days, revealing Bori, the grandfather of Odin. She's also notorious. She also nourished the giant Ymir, the pony of Frost giant, with her milk. She's the noblest of cows and is the only one of her kind that is mentioned by name. So hyper-intelligent cow that's gigantic.
That has milk rivers coming out of her udders.
Yeah.
I mean, I love milk as much as the
milk
next
rivers.
person. I do enjoy milk. Would I
I
sleep with her? I don't know. But I would drink her milk.
I'm not a massive fan of milk. I don't like the taste of milk, and it makes me, like, real gassy, and sometimes if I have enough, it'll make me, like, not feel great. You know?
That's fair.
Like,
my vote is for
there are no
probably not.
plus sides.
I was
for,
thinking the
for
same
me.
thing. I will go and probably
Because, like,
not.
I don't know.
Yeah,
like, if
probably
she,
not.
If she wanted it, I don't know if I have the authority to say no to that kind of being. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if the primordial cow goes like, "Hey, well, fucking, can you say no to that?"
No,
She'll
I
drown
would be
you with
like,
a lot of-
sure.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
the milk, major bonus, and like she's a very motherly figure, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
She is my mommy dummy. Okay.
Under the right
Damn.
circumstances.
Yes. Probably not. But
I mean,
yeah.
she does have them mommy milkers, so.
She does. Then there's the most powerful beings in
Yep.
Norse mythology.
We love the Norns.
Which are basically like the fates from Greek mythology, all the three aspects
Also-
of the Morgan.
I will say, like, right off the bat, I read the thing that said Norns as noms.
No.
Because, like,
nice.
the R and the N combined
That
in my
happens to
head
me
to
a
make an
lot.
M.
Nom,
There's
nom, nom,
the
nom, nom, nom.
noms. Num num num.
Basically, they govern the lives of gods and mortals. They decide what is going to happen, including when and how. You know, they're similar to the fates. The Norns were also responsible for taking care of the world tree, which is kind of what they're doing right here, I believe, in this picture.
Yeah.
The job was to keep the tree from dying by taking water from the well of Ord and pouring it on the branches. However, this care only slowed down the death of the tree, but did not prevent it entirely. So yeah,
Based on this picture of the Norns, don't, like, this seems like almost like the daughter, like the daughter, the mother, and the crone. Does that come from the Norns?
as in that's a lot in a lot of mythology. You had the three fates. You had the aspects of the Morgan and Celtic mythology. Those three, I'm not sure if it comes from them, but there's versions of them in almost every mythology.
Okay, it's inspiration.
It's so widespread you can't really know who
that
came
makes sense.
first.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because I was looking at the picture and I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely see mother daughter crone.
And you also see like the threads of fate, like the fates would have kind of thing in this. But it is So what are you guys gonna do with these three most powerful? It doesn't really say the attractiveness. I think it is like mother daughter crone. So like middle aged, a daughter looking one, and then a crone looking one. So
Young, middle aged, old.
Maybe after dinner.
Maybe if I just got my heart broken.
I want to think because like it's kind of like. They decide what's gonna happen, They create the future.
I guess, yeah, but
like you don't really have a say.
I guess, yeah, but I'm still going with maybe if I just got my heart broken.
I'd go maybe after dinner. Cause like
I
would
like
know
maybe
the
after
right,
dinner.
They would know the right place to take me. That's all I'm saying. They already know.
I guess, yeah.
And they're all knowing, they're all seeing, they know where all the good spots are.
That's true, yeah. They know all the good spots
It's true.
are.
And I mean, I'm down for a foursome. Let's get freaky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
So I'm going maybe after dinner.
Happens, so they
Exactly.
Not a fuck up.
They can decide exactly when you come.
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
Fucking orgasm control.
Yeah.
So that is all list. Would you guys change anything?
I don't think so.
I think it's good.
Yeah, a lot of Armagento bones, but there's a lot of beautiful things in like oddly enough, no monsters in this got to the Jump the Bones one, unlike the Thunderbird or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was very
But
much,
I mean,
yeah.
there's some pretty stiff competition with the Valkyries and all the elves.
Yeah.
Like, there's some stiff competition.
I don't know if elves like derive from Norse or Celtic, or they both have like the same thing. Like it's a translation, so I'm not sure like if the word elves came from someone who already had that in mind. I don't know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do more research on that because that's very fascinating to me. But no, like And I didn't put like the frost giants in there because it was getting heavy already. I wanted to find some ones that people didn't know about or that were more
Yeah.
like, would you fuck a sword?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And for some reason we might fuck a chipmunk squirrel.
Listen, Ratatoskr is everything.
But yes, that's all I have. So we're gonna stream.
Yeah. And we've been going for 2 hours now, so we
Yeah.
have like half an hour pre-show and
Yeah.
an hour and a half of
I'm just
show.
saying, real quick, I am about to pee my pants, so I am writing it down that we will take a little break so that I can pee, if y'all are cool
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's
Welcome to the live
And, like,
stream.
fair. I was just wondering, like, how much longer we want to go, because we've been recording for
We
like 2
have
hours.
one more, but we do tend to go, like, these take a bit longer than we suspected they were going to take.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, because we have our half-hour pre-show and an hour and a half of content. Like,
Yeah, we could always, like, save, we could do a part 2 with more mythologies.
that's true. Or we could, like, keep recording, because lately we've been, like, if we have a lot, we'll just keep recording and then split it into part 1 and part 2.
That's true. I just feel like I know we had everyone was kind of excited to do this. We could wait for another one so Caleb can actually do his.
Yeah, and I am also kind of running out of steam, you know?
Yeah, there's only so many more jokes I can do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had to steam a bit. It's like it's 9:50 for me right now. I should be getting a bit
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, it's 7:50.
Dani, we have an idea.
Yeah.
Since we're going for a while, it might make sense to actually film a part 2 when we can have Sparrow and Caleb on, so they can present theirs. Because we're already like an hour 30 in, and it's almost 10 o'clock where I am.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
we can do
and
that.
I'm running out of steam.
Yeah, for sure. We
You
can,
know, so
we
if
can
you
end this
wanna,
here and then
like-
do this next.
If you
I-
want to jump back in and just do like an outro,
absolutely.
And,
Exactly. I think like there's so many more mythology we can take from. We can all do like a different one at one point as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And like
Yeah.
I do still think I want to do like our favorite mythologies. at
Yeah,
some
I would
point.
love to do. I love Celtic mythology.
yeah, I was also kind of thinking I would love. Celtic
I mean, there's
as
so
well.
much to Celtic, and
There's so much.
And we could
Well,
do
'cause, like, there's different
specific,
like,
like
there-
we
and-
could do Gaelic, you know.
Yeah.
and-
There's so much. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, Gaelic, and like we can do like stuff in like African countries
Yeah.
and
That'd be
tribes
great.
and like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can totally end it here. And then we'll bring this up with Caleb and Sparrow. Caleb's gonna be getting home relatively soonish, which is nice. He finished early today. But yeah, okay. Let me write down the timestamp. And then pull up the information. All right. All right. That is all we're going to do on this today. We will be getting together at another point soon. To do a couple more mythologies because this has been a lot of fun. I know I had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
I had a lot of fun. It was definitely fun ranking
great.
the fuckability of creatures.
We love doing things like this. It's why we do this. But
Absolutely.
with
all
that
insane.
said, yes. But with that said, we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you everyone so much for listening. We really appreciate it, and make sure to tune in for our next episode. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.